guys, this is Sydney. So I'm on here to give you a briefing of what's going on right now energetically. As I was feeling guided, cold. I was feeling called to record a guided meditation with unicorns to help someone or help those of you who need to work with the unicorns at this time for purifying, cleansing, and whatever journey or timeline that you're moving into, because there's a lot of timeline shifting that is taking place right now is what I'm hearing. And people may be in some sort of the energy of the unknown, and we don't want them to start to doubt. We don't want them to start to question where they are and go back to the old patterns or old energies. So that is what is coming up. And then as I sat down, and I was initially going to have it on Patreon, and I don't know whether I'm gonna feel called to record it and put it on Patreon later. I'll just go with the flow for now. And for some reason, as I sat down here to record, all of a sudden I felt cold. I felt this nudge or push from my spirit team to record a message for the public YouTube video for Ascension update, and the word that came was like a briefing. So yesterday, in my sleep time, I suddenly saw in my third eye this rainbow portal. This was not a bridge this time, it was like a full-on portal, and there was double. So one portal and then another one, double rainbow portal. So I don't know what that really means. Okay, I'm just going to ask, does it have any significant meaning at this time with this energy that we are moving under with, flowing with? So what I'm getting is the energy is very, very strong right now. Very, very strong. Okay, so what I'm seeing in my third eye is this. If the one portal is open, it's like when the two is open, it's faster. It's faster. So I've been receiving this message, the word pronto, pronto, the last 2 weeks randomly. So there's a very fast moving energy that is taking place right now. The word that is coming is vortex. Whatever vortex that you are in right now, or you have been working so that you aligned with that vortex, whatever it is, everything is very unique. Okay, so take however resonates for you and then apply to your own situation and tune into your own intuition. I'm just holding the energy and providing this as the base. You are the one that holds the key to decode whatever that is for you, okay? So that way you are keeping your power to yourself, and that's what I want everyone to do, okay? So the vortex. So the vortex has just opened, that double vortex, whatever that is, that rainbow portal. And the reason why I was feeling called to give this cleansing or some sort of guided meditation that was to be on Patreon was because there's a lot of timeline shifting that is taking place right now. People are moving. So what is coming is you could be moving house, or you know, like you could be suddenly unemployed, or you decide to quit your job, or you decided to get out of a certain relationship, or get a divorce, or break away from certain people, relationships. to a new country, move to a new city, or decided to open up your new service or business that you never done, or something of that nature. You just made the decision. It is what is coming. And then you entered into the space of the unknown is what is coming up for me. So this is just an example. It could be something as you decide to learn a new language, or you decide to book that vacation or trip to a city or a place or country that you never been to, that you always thought of but never took the action to. So you are now sitting with this energy of the unknown right now. Is the place that we are in is what is coming. And with this Mercury retrograde that is going on during the Lionsgate portal is on purpose. Is on purpose for these souls to embody the flow state into their energy body is what is coming up. And with this double rainbow portal that I saw, could represent different things for different people, right? It could be a vortex that you have worked online with, you just stepped into. And then even though you're not seeing any physical alignment is the word that is coming yet to the decision that you had made, based on your effort to let go of old belief of how something should be or how something's supposed to be, you align with the new belief, new perspective that is the higher elevated. The word that is coming is aversion, because everything is just a perspective, right? So now you have a higher perspective on the things that you went through or you experienced. You are looking at it, but you are seeing it from a very different eye is what is coming. So with that, you enter the new vortex. And now with this retrograde energy and the Lionsgate portal, what is coming up is to help you open your heart up further and navigate through the energy of the heart rather than what you used to operate on, which is the egoic mind, all the old patterns of illusions, right? So you have broken the chain of the illusion of some sort, is what is coming for you, what is coming for me to share, okay? So take however resonates for you, okay? So you have just entered and now you're in this space of the unknown. And the way I see it is like this bubble, and it seems like it's not moving, but that's an illusion in and of itself. You already enter the vortex, it is what is coming. When you enter the vortex, you're moving really fast, okay? But that bubble is, in a way, is like a protecting you so that you can adjust to this new timeline or this new energy or this new you or this new beginning, however resonates for you. So a very strong message that has been coming the last 2 days was you're not stuck, you're not stagnant, you are being stationed. Okay, you're being stationed right now. And as I was in the ocean, I was swimming, and usually how I do it is I meditate, just floating in water, connecting with the water, and I was communicating with the water, doing light language, and then I was just playing with the waves, and then let the waves carry me forward and then move back. So with that, the message that came was, you see, when you're being stationed to a new place, it's always constantly in movement as well. That's the flow state. Everything is in constant movement. So that's why we need to flow. If we resist or try to control the flow, you create your own stagnancy. You see what I mean? So the message here is for you to continue to release control, whatever that means for you at this time, and surrender to the flow, meaning align with the waves of the movements that is the current right now. So in that sense, you can look at it as letting go of your control, meaning accept reality as what it is now, instead of trying to control what happened or I should have been or what's coming. So you get into anxiety and stress, worries, attached, like obsession, you see? So that you are in this present moment, just flowing, allowing yourself to flow, meaning you can only flow when you're light. You cannot flow when you're heavy. You sink, you see? So when you flow, you start to float. When you float, it carries you. And in that moment of being carried, there is this deep sense of trust, deep sense of peace that comes with you, and deep sense of inner knowing. And that's the moment of surrender, or the concept of surrender, that I am guided to help someone understand better about the flow state and how to flow with this energy right now, okay? So when you flow, it seems like when you probably have experienced this when you're in the ocean, you are trying to walk out of the ocean, but the waves are, it's like ebb and flow, right? Pulling back, and you move back, your body moves back. And especially when you surrender, when you become one with the water, your body starts to move backwards, and then it pushes you forward, and then backward, it pushes you forward. You see what I mean? That's the nature of the flow. So just because you're in this unknown space right now that you just entered, the waves moving back can feel like it's moving you backwards, it's taking you backwards. That's the energy that we are in right now, because we are in retrograde period right now. You see what I mean? Retrograde helps us to go inward, to reflect. So that's the energy that we are in, is how my spirit team want me to describe right now. So you're moving, you're like in this moving back flow right now. That's the energy current right now. And in that space, what we are being called to do is to expand our light, expand our heart center, open up our heart center further. So with that, the energy of the sun that I was connecting to yesterday was very different from just a day ago, 2 days ago, for some reason, okay? So I'm just tapping into the energy that I connected to yesterday with the sun. So interestingly, the energy, that rainbow portal picture that I shared, I don't remember when, but like perhaps like a week or something like that before the 26th. The energy was very like intense. The energy of the sun was really intense. But yesterday when I tapped into the energy, it was intense, but it was very gentle. Intense and gentle. So we are moving into the energy of intensity yet gentleness within our heart. So we are tapping into, okay, what is coming is we are being called to tap into the divine masculine of the intensity, however resonates for you, plus the softness, the gentleness, gentle side of that heart energy of the yin, or the divine, more divine feminine aspect is what is coming. So it's very interesting. What I see is it's not literally talking about divine masculine energy and divine feminine energy, but they just want me to use that as an analogy to help someone understand better, to merge. And this energy is also to help or support individuals to merge or unionize their divine masculine side and divine feminine side in balance as one. So that's why this energy from the sun feels like there's intensity, yet there's very soft, gentle embrace to it at the same time, is what is coming for me to share at this time. So once again, just because it seems like you made a decision and you wanted to move forward, but seems like nothing much is going on in the physical reality, or you're not seeing the physical evidence of that yet. So not by sight is what is coming, not by sight, but by seeing inside, but by believing is the word that is coming. So do not go by sight right now. And it is also in a word that is coming, it could be a test, it could be a training, however you resonate with these terms, right? It's helping and supporting you at large from a very higher perspective with purpose to embrace and connect with the cosmic energies better is what is coming. So we are opening up the cosmic energies to in moving forward in whatever that you decided to do, whatever that you are creating with the decision that you make, you are moving with the cosmic energy rather than what used to be was the egoic energy from pressure, from anxiety, from fear, right? Something that you perhaps missed out on something, or out of frustration. These are old energies of survival that we are letting go of. And yesterday, the energy of Joan of Arc started to come through all of a sudden. And what I received as a message is that there's, during this portal, what may be triggering you, what may be helping you to release, however you resonate with this languaging right now is what is coming. That the collective betrayal energy is coming up to the surface to be released from the survival era altogether is what is coming. And that sun energy is supporting to open up our heart. So at this time on earth, everyone is feeling guarded to a certain degree. Everyone has a different openness to their heart, especially the younger generations, like the babies and, you know, all these like 6-year-olds, 5-year-olds. They have different frequency that they came in with. So take however resonates. It's not to compare your journey to anybody else, once again, because you're here with a unique purpose, unique soul blueprint, unique soul mission, unique soul purpose, and your unique soul journey that you chose to live through in many lifetimes on earth. It's for a unique purpose that is only for you. So not by sight, once again. Do not go by sight. Do not compare. That's the old energy. Comparison puts us into a pressure of feeling like we need to act on something out of missing out. You see what I mean? So we don't want to go there. That era is ending right now, and you're to embody this new energy for your new reality to kick in. But at the same time, as you do this, you're also helping support Gaia's ascension, because you're embodying this higher light and higher consciousness to your energy field, okay, is what is coming as a very strong, big message. So it may seem like someone has an easier life, someone seems to have open heart than you at this moment. You never know about the soul's journey, right? Usually the stronger, the God gives the hardest mission to the strongest souls. So even though it may have taken you very long to be or to come to this point of making the decision right now, you're exactly in the right place at the right time is a reminder that is coming for me to share for anyone that may resonate, okay? So do not compare. Do not compare. And it could go into envy, jealousy, despair, disappointment. These are all the poisons from the energy of the darkness era experimentation, right? We could call it a poison at this point even. So we are moving away from all this toxicity, so-called, okay? The people who chose not to wake up and still carry this energy, we call it toxic, right? The group or the organization or the environment, it affects you more than you think, right? So right now, and yesterday and last night, what came was the prism, like a prism effect. So at this moment, souls are all given the chance, the opportunity to choose to go onto the rainbow bridge, to awaken themselves, right? To get out of so-called the matrix, or however you resonate, this toxicity or the poisons. And when you are so dependent on these systems, this institutionalization or these patterns that were created in survival, you start to defend the system. You start to fight for the system, even though it's toxic, even though it's poisonous. You don't see that you are getting poisoned. You don't see that you are becoming very toxic. Is a big analogy that is coming for me to share. So right now we are all given these opportunities to choose to elevate as a soul on a soul level that one may not recognize on a conscious level, but they're making a decision on a soul level, okay? So that's why they can see people who are elevating, and the people who are elevating can also see the toxicity that's going on in different timelines or parallel timelines, however you resonate with this language right now. That's all simultaneously coexisting. So we are choosing, we are constantly aligning, you see? So right now, we can see each other, even though we may not interact on a physical reality level, because we are on a different reality timeline or parallel timeline, however you resonate. But we are able to see, have a glimpse, and the purpose behind it is so that souls can choose, okay, I don't want this anymore. I want to align with what is better for me. I want what is healthier for me. I want what is wholesome for me. I want to take care of myself. I want to invest in myself, to love myself. Okay, those souls are going to choose to align and enter a new vortex is what is coming. At the same time, the souls who want the same, right? They want what they seem to have, but they don't want to put in the work. They don't want to invest doing the same thing, going through the same thing, are still choosing to sit in envy, comparison, jealousy. You see what I mean? That energy, instead of moving, that I'm going to take the action, they still are in the mind of the comparison. I want what they have, but I don't want to do the work. I don't want to put in that amount of work. You see what I mean? So there is this decision making that's going on right now in the energy field is what is coming. And as the light codes are also coming for me to support anyone. So this Lion's Gate portal this year is giving all the souls in the collective to shed light on their shadow, however it is, and at the same time is putting them on that, not just moving forward like this side, like I don't want to use the word forward or backward even to describe this movement, because that's just a concept based on the duality consciousness languaging. So it's moving this way and then this way and this way. From a neutral perspective, we are just moving. There's no forward and backward, and the forward has so many attached conditioned ideas, and backward has so many attached conditioned ideas. So I don't want to use that. So we are just moving like this, and now we are moving this way, and this way is help you to go inward, to reflect, to pause for a second, to take a look around. You see, when you're always busy moving, it's hard to take a look around, what's going on, what you are surrounded with. You see what I mean? Now, you ground your energy in by slowly breathing in, slowly letting out. You're grounding to this present moment. With that, you're not attached to the past, you're not attached to the future, so your mind is clear. Your heart is aligned to this moment, which means it is open. And you can take a look around through this pausing, right? Just observe. You notice this, you notice something that you never noticed before that was there, right? Because you were always busy moving from one destination to the next, one destination to the next. And instead of navigating with your heart, so instead of allowing the heart to be your navigation, to lead you to where you're meant to be each moment to moment, you had this fixation, right? And you search on the phone, you Google, that's where I want to be. And next, you're always focusing on the phone, okay? The phone says you go this, you go that, and you're always focusing on that, just getting to the next destination. So on the way, the journey is missing. Or you lose sight of the whole journey. And that was the survival or the pattern of the conditioning, right? The constant pressure to jump from one to the next, another to the next, another to the next, conditioned us to have an assumption, which is a belief, right? An assumption that is going to, okay. When you jump from one to the next, one to the next, one to the next, the idea that came from that, from the survival, is that the more is the better, okay? The more the better. And with that creates a lot of stress, pressure, anxiety. And so that the idea people had was relaxation means laziness. You see what I mean? So they cannot relax. There's this unknown subconscious pressure constantly. When you are just relaxing, you feel guilty. When you are in peace, you start to feel bored. You see what I mean? That's a very common symptom, or the side effect, I would say, of these conditionings. And now we are to flow with ease, right? So relaxation is not laziness. It's okay. You can trust this flow. You can trust. You can allow yourself to feel peaceful. But that doesn't mean you're not moving this way. It's moving. It's a constant movement. You see what I mean? And what is coming is that we need to, the definition of the forward and backward is the old concept or the vibration it holds. So I don't feel comfortable using that for some reason. okay? So this is the new higher consciousness, okay? We are just moving like this, and this is just a movement. There's no meaning attached to it, okay? So when we are this way, we look inward, more the yin energy or the feminine, passivity or receptivity, and this one is like more the masculine energy or producing or taking action, and we need the dance, okay? Dance of these two. So that's just the new consciousness that I'm guided to introduce to the collective or the individuals that may resonate. So erase or delete or remove that idea of that you have about forward and backward is what is coming, okay? So we are just moving hand in hand. Just like the idea of manifestation, many means hands. Fast means fiesta or party or celebration. So we are celebrating what we are creating with our hands that represents this energy of the yin, the feminine, divine feminine, and yang, the divine masculine energy. It's a dance, it's a fiesta, it's a festival, it's a celebration, and that's the abundance, that's the flow state, okay? To a larger extent is what is coming, okay? So with that, in the latest video or the couple of videos ago, I shared the ascension message about the sacral expansion that is taking place for certain individuals. That is also in connection with that, okay? So in the age of light, we are going to live in a very different energy of abundance, and this idea of abundance is not tied to any conditions, okay? This idea of abundance is not tied to what is outside of you, whether it's money, whether it's real estate, meaning any sort of physical assets or properties or things that you have, which was the energy restriction is coming, limitation, which is, we call it limiting beliefs, tied to the idea of abundance in the 3D world. And now we are in transition. We have to clear these consciousness or the energies that's been anchored down as human language that we were so commonly used and still using very much commonly. We are starting to, okay, so they want me to step up and step out to help with these new concepts, okay? Just clearing these frequencies. As I do this, is coming intuitively. So remove those concepts, outdated, old ideas that's constantly anchoring you down to certain belief systems, certain energies of restrictions or limitations, or even the idea of stagnation. You're not stuck or stagnant, you're being stationed. And when you pause in that moment, release control and be one with the wave, meaning surrender and trust, knowing that this flow is taking you where you're meant to, which is connected to the cosmic energy of your higher soul blueprint. Now you're bringing that down to create or be or choose or do that is in alignment with that. So with that, you're moving to the new earth. With that, you are moving to your highest timeline, or however you resonate, is what is coming for me to share. So this Lionsgate window portal is very significant in that sense that, okay, what I'm seeing is that it is different for everyone, because everyone, the amount of internal work and the energy and effort that you put in human language sense is different for everyone. So that's why you're in a different place even though it seems like it's luck or it just happened overnight. Nothing is that. Okay, what you gave out, you receive. Okay, so when someone doesn't understand this or still resist and chooses to be in the old outdated concept of belief system, they will still compare, okay, the energy. And with that, the energy of both the jealousy is rooted out of the collective betrayal wound is what is coming. Because I explained this in a couple of or several videos ago that I shared on public YouTube, that jealousy or envy is very poisonous, but people don't realize and even use that as a complimenting someone, right? I'm so jealous of you. I'm so envy that you have this life. And people take it as a compliment, and that's what the society made people to do. The ego, the one-upmanship, the superiority, inferiority, right? And with that, also the people who feel inferior, they use this as a tactic to manipulate or something of that nature. So there's, that explained a lot of the codependent energies that we are living with, that we've been conditioned and we were brought up with. And now as we're breaking these chains on an individual levels, this betrayal wound, when you look at all this history, you received these figures like Joan of Arc received God's calling, meaning connected to the cosmic energy, had that sacred mission, and she went on and she ended up getting killed by the person who she was loyal to, the king. So for example, so for me personally, I don't know the history of Joan of Arc. I never watched any movies or read any stories about her. But I remember during my meditation in 2019, when soon after I just awakened myself, her energy started to come through, and I remember starting to cry like crazy because I was feeling all this. For some reason I wasn't able to articulate in or verbalize in words, but more like energetically I was getting something, and it was making me cry. And even though I couldn't describe in human language, but I knew what that was. So that was coming up yesterday once again, not as on an emotional level, but as a piece of information from Source Gaia and my spirit team. So that betrayal wound is connected to that jealousy and envy energy, so prevalent right now that it's all interconnected. The reason why we are jealous or envious, the comparison, is because we don't want to be alone. We don't want to be left alone. And in this human identity, we crave belonging to a group or belonging to something. So that was mainly the very heavy energy of the age of the darkness that was inevitable. So everyone had to experience it. That was on Earth, right? That's why the Earth is the most difficult school. So we went through that. So we carry this wound. So everybody is guarded to a degree, or 2 or 3 or 4, however it is that your vibration is on right now. And we are now with this Lion's Gate portal, we are dissolving all of it. For some, you're going to just fully open. For some, you may still work on it, but this light or the Lion's Gate portal, the double rainbow portal energy, this vortex that is so fast moving, is accelerating you. It's helping you faster in a human language sense, or linear time sense is what is coming for me. For anyone that may resonate with how I'm describing these things, you will know for some reason is what is coming. So these light codes are coming simultaneously for me to support. Those of you who are in a place of working with your heart center, which is everyone in the collective basically, to dissolve, to come into remembering who you are. So this is to remember who you are now. Remember who you are better. If you had forgotten, if you had just went back to the old patterns or was influenced by the old energies, wanting to reconnect, and then there was energetic debris that were agreeing or giving consent to those old energies. Now I'm removing those cords and purifying. Okay, that was why they wanted me to connect with the unicorns yesterday and give some sort of guided meditation and cleansing for this purification, okay? So that betrayal was out of the codependent energy that was inevitable. So accept what it was for what it was and how it was, okay? Let go of control. The more you stay in control, you get attached, and then you are agreeing, you are giving consent to those energies. You see what I mean? So everything that you are experiencing is out of your own choice, believe it or not. Is a big message. Everything that you experience is what you are agreeing to, what you have agreed to. Now you're not agreeing to those toxicity anymore, those poisonous feelings of hatred, feelings of comparison, feelings of envy, feelings of jealousy, feelings of resentment, holding grudges. Accept what it was for what it was. You cannot go back and change it. That's the reality. Okay, that they want me to stress it out very strongly, very firmly, in a raw manner. Okay, accept it for what it is. So you're no longer attached to that timeline. Okay, so at the same time, you're not overly attaching, expecting a specific outcome or an idea based on the old consciousness or old level of consciousness, the definitions that you may have. You need to remove and clear, cancel, delete, start from the zero base, which was a very big message in the last 2 videos, I believe, or the latest one. The zero base. We are starting from a clean slate. And this is for the new golden age. And as I'm saying this, I'm seeing a rainbow bridge once again in my third eye. This energy is being poured out from my heart portal for you to align with it. That also representing inner alignment of the 7 chakras within your physical vessels at this time. An Archangel Sandalphon came through yesterday or the day before. So activate your soul star and connect and ground your energy to Gaia if you can. To root down or have that stronger rooting or the foundation at this time. So still we are in the foundation building period, and that's why a lot of people may feel it as non-moving, but you are being stationed. You need this time to recalibrate. You need this time to breathe things out. You need this time to sort things out. You see what I mean? The universe is always supporting you gently. They're not pushing you. They're not rushing you. They're not pressuring you to jump. They're doing everything that is for your highest good. Trust it. Okay? So now, as you stay faithful to this process, you're going to be carried is the word. You're going to be carried. Easily, effortlessly. You're going to be carried into this vortex and you're going to travel through. And there's going to be new energy, and there's going to be new adventure. However you resonate, new ride, new journey. However you resonate, we are always in our journey, but however you resonate. This is just a human language that I need to describe at this moment, this energy that I'm sensing, feeling. Atakia kaku, atakikia hi, ataka hutukukua hi, atakakia kakakaua, kuakakia kakaua, kuakaka. Whatever that comes during this retrograde as triggers or this residue of energies coming up, first of all, discern whether that is your energy. You used to carry a lot of heavy karma of other people, your family members, people around you who projected onto you that you took on to transmute and transform, or all timelines that you already cleared. They may be coming up to distract you, so discern and you know that energy is not yours. That karma is not yours. So you're not taking that on anymore. You're sending them back. You are sending it back. That's the first thing to filter through as you go through this energy work for those souls that are going to resonate. Okay? So this soul that I'm talking about is a very specific group that who have, in a human language sense, worked tremendous amount in private. Okay, so you will know who you are. It's okay that people don't see you or see your work. It's okay, you know who you are. You know what you went through. You know the amount of work that you put in. Okay, so as you do that, whatever that comes, whatever you are giving consent to, agreeing to for some reason, allow them to surface and then bring light with this Lionsgate portal in retrograde period, in Mercury retrograde. Shed light onto that ego aspect, or however it is, the duality, and bring that to union, to unity within, or the oneness within, by accepting what is. That is the present moment. You are no longer holding grudges to certain people, places, and things. All the betrayals that you felt like hurt you, you agreed to that because you were playing the game of codependency for your own soul evolution, for your own soul mission. You had to do it. It was inevitable. It was part of the process. So now we are releasing all of that energy from all different timelines. So this is a very big energy release right now. Accept what it and allow for what it was. Okay, you do not have to go back, travel to that timeline. You may not do it consciously and then still hold any grudges. Now you are elevating your consciousness. You're going up to a higher perspective of everything. You understand the purpose of why that happened, how that happened, why it had to happen. You let it go, however it is for you, however resonates for you, how I'm describing at this moment. And when you do that, you are free. you are detached or unattached or disentangled. You are free, standing. You are as you do this, you are embodying this energy of age of light. That is the age of sovereignty, the age of Aquarius, the sovereign era, the power within that is not hierarchical, that is horizontal. You see, every individual's like this, living their reality in harmony, peace, abundance, and union within, and cooperating in a new community and building this beautiful emerald city is what is coming. Okay, so we are getting prepared for that. So now at this time, clear everything out. Any attachment to physical outcomes, any grudges or old wounds that you may be holding on to. On a subconscious level, you feel like you have to make a different decision, or you feel like you had to do this differently, and that you feel like if you don't do that now, you are expecting, meaning assuming, the worst scenario in the future that may hurt you the same way that it used to hurt you, but which is an illusion. So let that go, let that belief system of the old go, of any attachments, and live in the now. Now is everything. This is the vortex, the ultimate double rainbow portal, especially with this potent energy of Lion's Gate. Your true heart's desires are going to be aligned in this moment of now, out of the vortex or the old matrix of the linear time matrix of the past and the future, the concept of it that bound people to restrictions, limitations, and pain and suffering. So the idea of time is a major pain portal is what is coming, suffering portal, the lack, survival portal. So we are moving out of that time portal right now of the past, present, and future idea. We are moving into higher consciousness of the now, moving with our vehicle, that is the physical vessel, where all our realities lie within, not outside. And now we are spinning faster with that message, pronto, pronto, moving faster, moving faster. This is your Merkaba moving, Merkaba moving, Merkaba, your light body moving, your light body moving. So as I do this, I'm activating your light body, I'm activating your light body. As you spin faster, as your light body spins faster, any debris that is not aligned with the faster movement of the light is going to be just fallen off automatically, fallen off. It's not in alignment with who you are now. You already moved on, you already moved out, you dipped out already. You can't go back. You're not going back, and you can't go back. So you're aligning with this. Huatakiaka, huatakikia, hiataka, hukukuakahia, huakikia kikia, kakakua kikia kakua, kuakakia kakakua, kakakia kikia kakua, hukukuakakia kakaua, hiakakia, kuakakikia kikia kakuaka, hukukuakukua, hiakakakakaua. So with that, I was connecting to both Lyra and Sirius, and the feline, the royal feline Lyrans were coming through very heavily with this lion energy that I'm also connected to. So that are reminding you to remember who you are. Remember who you are, okay? So come to your center, come to your heart, fully open, radiate, be all that you are, be you, okay? Be your authentic light, okay? It's a very strong message that is coming on. As we are aligning with this energy in our heart center, I'm seeing this beautiful spark of light. You see like this cross, and to the side this beautiful light sparkle, like when you look into the microscope of the ice. That's the purification energy, purifying our soul, that we've been working very much from the beginning of 2023 is what is coming. The 3-3 portal during the time to this point now, and also the 2024, the real process of purification started to begin with a lot of support from the celestial. With the Gaia's energy uprising, we were able to access and connect to the energy of Pluto, Andromeda, Arcturus, that I shared around that time, that we've been connected to for the first time on Gaia's history that was available. Now, we are activating the higher heart, okay? With this Lion's Gate portal is what is coming, the higher heart. And you are being called, if you've been called, if you feel resonating, connect to the energy of the Andromeda. That is the higher heart of the universe, to connect, to further open up your higher heart. Okay, that is what is coming right now. So now I understand why I was feeling so strongly called to record that guided meditation. Okay, so I'm going to put that I'm going to further record this guided meditation for those souls who are feeling cold and feeling resonated at this time. You will know who you are. To connect with Andromeda, I think the light language is coming through. There will be some sort of light language transmission with energy cleansing and connecting with Unicorn Realm to purify your energy field, to help you feel elevated, to touch on your third eye, especially as we are in this Lion's Gate portal. We are connecting the heart to the third eye, which we cleansed, purified for the past 24 months, gradually, especially very strongly the last 6 to 12 months, to dissolve all the illusions, right? Now we have opened this up, connecting to the heart to build the new, okay? So as you may be aware already, the Lion's Gate portal in some certain civilizations in the past used to be the new year, right? This is a very fresh new energy starting. So that's what I'm feeling called to, and that's what my spirit team is guiding me to, Source Gaia and my spirit team. So I'm going to record this. I'm going to put it on Patreon for equal energy exchange for those of you who are genuinely reciprocating and wanting to support me. You can go there, and then you can either join a membership for this particular meditation, and you will have all the other access to all other transmissions and guided meditations there, or you can purchase individual things in my shop for those of individuals who just want to connect on a one-time basis. Okay, so it's up to you, it's your choice, right? So that's what I'm feeling called and guided to strongly right now. Okay, So in front of me, I'm just seeing 3 white birds flying. So the number 33, any 3 is a very big pattern or the very big number that you may resonate at this time, around the time that you are connecting to this video, or the energy here, that it is highly likely it is for you as confirmation. That's what they want me to share. Okay, and then the 444 is coming on very strong with the angelic realm. So take however resonates for you. I'm just guided to share these numbers. So with that, I thank you for connecting with me, reciprocating, supporting me from your genuine heart. And with that, I'll see you in Patreon or in my other videos. Bye.